The future of agriculture is changing to such a degree that we are going to see more change in the world of agriculture in the next 10 years than we have seen in the last 100. And it's exactly what you just heard in terms of robotics, in terms of vertical farming, in terms of all of the trends which are providing for absolutely substantive, dramatic change. And I've lived through this with a son who's a drone pilot and has been using his capabilities to accelerate the whole concept of precision agriculture. Look, we know we've been talking about precision agriculture for 25 or 30 years. And all of a sudden it started becoming very real. But all of a sudden, because of labor shortages, and all of a sudden because of social distancing, and all of a sudden because of cost pressures, we've witnessed an acceleration of precision farming technologies because it helps us to solve some of the problems. So think about where we're going in the world of farming. Look, the ultimate impact of what is happening here is we are moving to a world of what I would call 24-hour farming. Right now we farm when the sun is up. But the impact of autonomous technology, autonomous combines and tractors is such that we can farm 24 hours a day. That is a significant trend. Look, farming is all about science. And when I spend time with all of the science-based ag companies, we all know that we're in a situation of an absolute acceleration of every single aspect of the science of agriculture. New methodologies, new procedures, new forms of crop diagnosis, new forms of weed detection, new forms of technology to zap weeds with laser bots. We are witnessing so much science, fast science, come into this world. It is simply staggering. New methodologies. 2 years ago, I was the opening keynote speaker for the North American Mushroom Council. And I was talking to one mushroom farmer, and he had implemented robotic technology for mushroom cap picking. Apparently, when a mushroom cap is picked by human hands, it can be damaged, and if it is damaged, it has less value in retail. And he came up with a robotic process to pick the mushroom caps with very little damage, thereby increasing their value and reducing the cost of processing. We are seeing farmers explore new methodologies on a continuous basis. We're seeing the acceleration of insight. This is what drone technology is doing, where we can fly a drone over a field and get humidity and get water values and get crop disease and get all this information that previously was only available at an excessive cost. We're seeing connectivity throughout every single aspect of the world of agriculture. I think it's so absolutely cool that we're now in a world in which we got Fitbits for cows, animal collar devices, which report on their location, report on the health of the animal, report on their feeding patterns, report on their gestation. You know, look, there's a company that had me in over 3 times to talk to the largest cattle ranchers in the US. And when I was last with them, I was talking to one cattle rancher who was talking about the use of this technology, and he said, look, my wife and I, we get a lot better sleep at night, because it used to be during calving season, we'd have to be out in the field at night in the cold and the wind and the muck and the rain. He said, I'll now get a text message on my phone with the exact GPS location of where an animal is beginning to calve, and we can drive out there at 3 a.m. My wife and I get a lot better sleep because we got Fitbits for cows. Staggering developments in the world of agriculture. Generational change. If you know farmers who have young kids who are playing Farmville, you see them playing Farmville. Actually, Farmville was just shut down. It's kind of sad, but you see them playing Farmville. They're not playing Farmville. They are learning to work within the ultimate virtual world of farming, which comes at us with the world of 24-hour farming technology. Farming not just when the sun is up, but throughout the day, and managing all this virtual process. They're not playing Farmville. We see farmers with an innovation mindset. We see farmers out there who are part of that mindset. There's so much coming at me in terms of technology and ideas and methodologies. I'm going to soak it all in, and I'm going to work with all that stuff. We're seeing micro information. I just spent time with DTN Technologies pre-pandemic talking about hyperweather, talking about the fact that we are getting so good at weather forecasts that we can now come up with weather forecasts and link that into the technologies that we are using on the farm for acceleration of what we can accomplish in terms of farm management. We're seeing collaborative innovation. Here's an interesting thing, is a lot of the autonomous vehicle technology occurring in the world of farming isn't just coming from the great big farming technology companies like John Deere. It's coming from a lot of farmers who are using the connectivity of the internet to share their ideas on a lot of the backyard tinkering that they are doing with robotic and other technologies. And we're also seeing the emergence of a lot of crazy, bold ideas. There's actually research being done at MIT on how to make solar cells out of plants. How can we grow solar cells to grow, generate solar energy? And that comes from the world of agriculture. We might look at that as, oh, what a crazy, stupid idea. I look at that as that could be part of our reality in but 10 years. And when you tour some of what is happening out there in terms of the discussions that people are having around the future of agriculture, you realize there's staggering change.